Hey, so check it out. I advise y'all, if y'all out there running them streets, don't get caught up and go to prison, man. It's easy to get caught up, but it's hard to get out of trouble. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, boy, it's a lot different in there too. A lot of the stories that I'm telling y'all, a lot of this stuff done changed. Especially with the politics. Cause I went to prison in 2008 from the 2012. A lot of stuff done changed now. You got cell phones. You got dudes in the they banging with different hoods as far as like if I don't know if I mentioned in one of my videos, I'm pretty sure I have, but back when I was in prison, if you was from Central Florida, 9 times out of 10, you stuck with people from Central Florida. Tampa, Orlando, St. Pete, Broward County, you know what I'm saying? Like all the surrounding areas, Daytona. Not saying that we ain't fool with people from different areas, like from down south. Like I had a few homeboys from down south. One of my spade partners, you know what I'm saying, one of my closest dogs that I still talk to every now and then. He from Fort Myers. One of my other spade partners, one of my other partner kind of ain't. He was getting ready to go home, so he kind of was getting his mind right and getting his diet right. He didn't really want to gamble too much. But one of my new spade partners, he was from Jacksonville. Matter of fact, I think I told y'all the story when the dude gambled me on air. He was from Jacksonville. Matter of fact, all 3 dudes from Jacksonville. But my partner, he was solid. He was solid. You know what I'm saying? He was solid. So it wasn't on no creek time like that. But I'm just telling y'all that to say the politics done changed. So, man, if y'all speeding out there, but I advise y'all to slow down, man. Y'all gonna end up like this one dude, we used to call him Chow Hall. I don't know how he got the name Chow Hall, but I just remember being in the dorm with him at Sumter. And when I got to Sumter, I ended up on the top bunk. So just say I'm on the top bunk. I got a bunkie on the bottom bunk, and then you got bunks next to me on each side. So I got a bunkie on each side, which he had one at the top and one at the bottom, and then on my left side, I got a bunkie at the top and at the bottom. Well, the bunkie on the top left of me, that was the dude Chow Hall. Now Chow Hall, I ain't gonna say they. He had done been down so many times, man. Like he done been to prison. I'm not exaggerating. He probably been to prison maybe 10, 15 times. He old enough to be my granddaddy, but a lot of time when dudes keep going back to prison and going back to prison, they don't look as old as the average person out here on the streets, just living life and living life day from day. And when you go to prison, a lot of people, they work out the past time. So over time, if you going back to prison and going back to prison throughout your life, most of the time you'll be in a little better shape than your average 50, 60-year-old. So like I say, that was Chow Hall. He was you could tell he was older, but you ain't really know how old. So yeah, Chow Hall, and then the reason they called him Chow Hall, I don't know why I ain't saying no, but I just remember he used to bring, I don't know who gave him that name, that's what I meant to say. I don't know who gave him the nickname Chow Hall, but he didn't used to get commissary. So when you go to the Chow Hall and eat, you're not supposed to bring no food back to the dorm. The only food you're supposed to have in the dorm is food from the canteen that you buy with people that your money, with money that your people send you, or you gamble, or you know what I'm saying, or you sell something, which you don't really supposed to be doing none of that anyway. But just saying, that's the only way you able to have food in your locker at the dorm. So yeah, Chow Hall was the dude. Just say if we go to dinner, we got 2 slices of bread, chicken, we got a cake, we got vegetables. He gonna bring back bread and cake. He gonna bring back one of them, and sometimes chicken. He gonna bring back something from the Chow Hall every night, every day for lunchtime, whatever. He gonna bring something back. That way he have something to eat later when the lights go out and all of that. Or you know, because they feed us dinner, 5, 6 o'clock. So you got to think, a grown man, you eating one tray. They don't give you no second tray. Whatever on the tray, you got to eat. So if you can't find nobody to give you no extra food who don't want theirs, then you just out of luck. And that's why I advise y'all to stay out of prison, because if you ain't got nobody sending you some money, boy, you gonna be hurt enough. You gonna be hurt. You better get to hustling and, you know what I'm saying, doing something to where you could bring in some type of income, so you ain't gotta eat just what they provide in the prison chow hall. So yeah, chow hall used to bring whatever back for the chow hall. I done seen them bring back hot dogs. I done seen them bring back slices of bread. I done seen them bring back cake. Like, they'll give us cake every now and then on the tray. I done seen them bring back all type of stuff. But yeah, that's how he got the name Chow Hall. Like I said, I don't know who gave him that name. I wasn't there when he got the name, but yeah, that was his nickname, Chow Hall. So Chow Hall had him a little friend, little boyfriend or whatever. So I guess I don't really know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I stay out of people's business, especially homosexual business. That ain't my cup of tea. That ain't my thing. If you rock like that, you salute to you and whatever you do. But yeah, Chow Hall had him a little boyfriend this one particular day, and I'll never forget, because I was getting ready to go to work release soon. So I used to always look for the officer to see if he gonna call my name that morning to pack it up. But this particular morning, he ain't called my name. He called Chow Hall little boyfriend name. He's supposed to be like the females in prison. So when they basically, he about to EOS, and EOS is in a sentence. That's what we call it when you about to get released. When you done with your sentence, if you got a release date, you call it EOS. Like, you might be talking to somebody, hey man, when your EOS date? Yeah, I'm about to EOS in 3 months. So they call them for EOS. Now, when they call you, you don't necessarily go to the front. They don't call you right away and you just go to the front. What they do, they'll tell you that early that morning, like after they do the first count, when the lights come on, if you about to transfer out to another prison, transfer to work release, or get released, they'll come knock on your bunk or tap on your bunk if you're not already up. Make sure say your name and your DC number, and then they'll tell you what you need to do. They'll say, pack it up, you about to EOS, or pack it up, you transferring. So, like I say, they done told Chow Hall little boyfriend to pack it up because he about to EOS. So we done went to breakfast. We done came back. Like I say, they don't release you right then. It ain't no quick process. It's gonna, if you about to be released, and they, like I say, they wake you up 5, 6 o'clock to tell you that, you probably not gonna leave until about 9, 10. You probably won't be released about 9, 10 o'clock, maybe 11, depending on how fast they do the paperwork, because they still got to do paperwork. And if you got probation, they got to make sure you know your probation officers for the city you move into. Obviously, you have to what do you call it? You have to register as a felony, or you have to register as a sex offender if you got any of them type of charges when you got released. So when I got released to Lake County, which is Claremont, Florida. That's where I got released to. I had to go register at the county jail as a felon. So what they do, they take your picture, they see your charges already, but they take your picture, and basically the picture is in your database just in case you get in trouble or, something like that, because you're a felon. If you're a sex offender, it's a little more different. From what I understand, you still have to go take your picture, but every time you move, whether it's in the same county or not, when you switch addresses, you got to let them know. And I think that's it. Yeah. I mean, I ain't no sex offender, so I don't really know, but I know from experience, and I know from being around people and who had them type of charges, and being locked up with people who had them type of charges, because they'll send you back to prison if you don't register. Like, if you get released from prison and you got a sexual charge and you don't register whenever you move and none of that, yeah, they coming to get you. You violated. You got to stay under them terms. So yeah, Chow Hall boyfriend getting released. We done went to breakfast this in the morning. We done went to breakfast, came back. So by this time, we waiting on the yard to open. So as we getting ready to go to the yard, they alert us, hey, yard about to open, everybody out, go to the yard, go to work call. That's basically what the yard is. Work call. Like in prison in the morning, the first yard, they call it work call because that's when everybody going to work. So if you work in the kitchen, you already in the kitchen. So I take that back. So if you just say you work inside ground, which you pick up trash and mow the lawns and all of that, they'll tell you go to work. You got to go report to work. If you in vocational classes, this is your time to go to your vocational classes because that's a part of work. If you don't really work like that and you just go to the yard, then you got to get out the door. So at this particular time, when they call work call, I'm one of the first ones out. And as I'm out, I see Chahal up to the front. He talking to his little boyfriend who about to get released. And I kid y'all not, this man had tears in his eyes. Yeah, the man Chahal had tears in his eyes that his boyfriend was about to get released and go back to the streets. And boy, that just, I mean, like, it wasn't funny, but at the same time, I'm just like, bruh, this man tripping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you that caught up in another man that you only, you know what I'm saying, been talking to for a few months or whatever, and now you finna sit up here and crack at this man finna go home, man. That's boy, something wrong with your mental. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Something wrong with your mental, man. So that's why I tell y'all, I advise y'all to stay out of prison. Stay out these prison, man. You get caught up easy. It's easy to get caught up. Go to prison once. Okay, it ain't nothing. A little slap on the wrist. Now you go back. You done got used to it. You know your way around the prisons now. You might go back to the same prison, or you might see somebody who you was locked up with the first bid. You might done got a little rank. Now you getting a little more comfortable. Every time you get a little more comfortable, you get a little more comfortable, if that makes sense. So when you get a little more comfortable in prison, you getting a little more comfortable with any and everything that goes on in prison. So that's why I advise y'all to stay up out of there, man. He ain't nice. And like I say, the politics done changed. So, you know, you got down south dudes running with North Florida dudes because they in the same gang. They affiliated with the same gang. You know what I mean? So you don't want to really get caught up in that type of lifestyle. And like I told y'all before, Florida ain't no gang territory type of state. Like, we don't gang bang like that. Like, we got gangs. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying we don't have gangs. We got gangs. They had gangs when I was in prison. But it's so easy to say you in a gang that ain't nobody really, you know what I'm saying, checking to see if you really in that gang or not. Like, who's really checking the rank? You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about in prison, because in prisons you got dudes who they got rank, but they might have done built that rank up to a point to where they got soldiers now and they got people can vouch for them. But like I say, in Florida itself, outside ain't no gang culture. I met plenty of dudes talking about they bang this, they bang that, and then I done seen them get around other dudes who say they bang, and they can't even tell you the head person of they gang, and they talking about they banging the same thing. So yeah, man, you just got to be careful out here, man. Y'all don't get caught up in the bull. I'm telling you, you get caught up out here, it's easy to get caught up in there, man. You feel me? But yeah, y'all hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. Comment, all that. Follow me on IG. It's your boy K-Law.